Good evening. Who are we going to pick up? Just wondering if anybody will jump on. Usual thing, we'll give it 5 minutes, and if nobody comes on, then we shall disappear. Well, you never know. Anybody on? No. No. We'll see what's on. What's on the old new channel age. No, anybody on? No, anybody on? Jeremy, Oscar, hello, mate. All right, how you doing? Yeah, all good. Yeah, I've been for a swim, mate, this evening. It was bloody lovely. I enjoyed it. I went down Gillinvays Beach and I just took my trunks and got changed under my large towel and went for a swim. It was joyous, mate. The water was so nice, and after such a hot day, mate, it was really necessary. Yeah, so how's all the Jeremy family? Hope everybody's doing okay. And yeah, I just thought I'd just do this just to come on here and just see who's around. And yeah, Mr. Jeremy is watching YouTube. Mm, cool. Yeah, well, hope you've had a good day, Jer. Yeah, you've been work today, I get no doubt. And yeah, I know I spoke to you earlier. Splash, splash. Yeah, it was. It was bloody good, mate. And I actually did swim for a while as well because I kind of wandered into the water, and Gillinvays Beach is a bit weird because you can go out so far standing up on the sand, and then all of a sudden you can't touch you can't touch the bottom because it's like a big drop off, like a shelf, like you know. So did find myself swimming quite well, so enjoyed that, and yeah. Armbands, yeah. No, I don't need armbands, mate. No, I can swim quite well, luckily. But yeah, no, I've used to do a lot of mucking about with boats and things when I was younger, and it always ended up being more time in the water than it did in the boat. But that's just kind of how it goes, isn't it? Yeah, armbands. Yeah, yeah. Well, you never know. I could wear some just for effect, like you know. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, I took the monkey bike down to. I rode the monkey bike down from home down to the Gillinvays Beach and parked that up. It's dead easy to park, and it's going really well now with that 16 tooth front sprocket. It's going really well, much better, and it's actually really nippy now. So I don't know what it is. I think just giving it that one extra tooth on the front cog has helped it a lot, you know, and it's not revving its head off, which is good. And yeah, it's kind of like before you were doing 45 mile an hour, it was screaming, but now it feels more sort of like tweaked now. It feels more punchy. So you still got quite a lot of acceleration, and obviously you got a little bit more top speed, which is quite good. So I'm glad I've done that. And for the sake of a fiver, it has sorted itself out, which is good. So yeah, I managed to get a fiver off. Sorry, a sprocket, 16 tooth front sprocket off of eBay, and I took the front sprocket, the 15 tooth. I took that off earlier, and that's in me toolbox, just floating around at the moment, and I'll keep hold of it. And yeah, what's this new model? Oh, clothes. Yeah, so yeah, I wonder if anybody else is going to pop on. We'll have a look. We'll see in a minute. Go down two on the back. Yeah, well, I'm a bit reluctant to do that because when I first got it, it had a tiny rear sprocket on it, and the problem was, yeah, it did go a bit top end, but getting there was really, really slow. So you'd have to literally work it hard from sort of like 30 miles an hour, literally right up to 50, and then it would go beyond 50, if you really pushed it. But the minute you slowed down, it would just take ages just to get back up there again. So and it didn't have an awful lot of like pulling power up the hills either, which I thought, well, I'll take it back to standard because I had to get new chain and sprockets for it, and I thought I'll take it back to standard and just see what happens. And I think I've done the right thing. It definitely feels a lot more usable now than it did when I first got it, because just felt like you were beating the hell out of it everywhere you were going. Just trying to get up to 50 miles an hour. And once you're staying up there, it's fine. But if you have to slow down or cog down a bit, you lose a hell of a lot of speed, and it's just not practical really. And of course, I noticed as well that the fuel consumption is actually better now than it was when I first got it. So yeah, I think I'll leave it as it is for a minute, and we'll see what happens. But definitely, I reckon it's good for 55 at least now. Anyway, so that's quite happy. I'm happy with that. It's quite enough for me, and yeah, I don't really want to drop the sprocket a bit anymore. I think I'll just leave it as it is now, and get on it. You'll have to have a ride on it one day, Joe, and see what you think. Yeah, so yeah, no, it's been a good day. Anyway, I've been trying to difficult during this hot weather because I've been trying to sort of like go out later, So if I can get up early and get the dogs out, then I can, and then obviously before the heat builds up, because it's just not fair on them. Else it's just too hot for the dogs, and yeah, they really do suffer in this heat, and I don't want them to. I don't want to get the dogs all too hot and overheated and ill, So I just want to keep the dogs good, and I've been taking the dogs out really late in the evening and really early in the morning just to try and avoid the full-on heat. And as for myself, I haven't really been going out before about 12 o'clock, really, because it's just midday. It's the hottest time of the day. Is it from midday till 2 o'clock? Is really hot then. And I think down here today in Falmouth, we had about 38 degrees. I think it was 38 degrees. I think it was higher. That maybe touched 39 at about lunchtime. And yeah, that was just absolutely nuts. And I was in the car earlier, and that was that was saying 39 degrees just at the top of the road where we are. And when going back downhill towards sort of like the coast a bit closer, then it would drop down to about 38, 37. But either way, that's very, very hot, mate. Yeah, and we're not used to it, mate. It's lovely. I'm not complaining because I really do like this weather. It's brilliant. I mean, I can't honestly remember the last time you just wore a t-shirt and nothing else, and walking around everywhere like that, and not being cold and not being drafty. It's pretty good. I do enjoy it actually. I decided earlier on when I went out on the monkey bike, I wasn't going to wear my normal bike jacket, so I've got this kind of like canvasy long sleeve thin jacket, an old military one, and I just thought I'm going to wear that, and got two big pockets in it, and yeah, put my phone in it and other stuff, and all. It's ideal, and it just whips along. But yeah, it doesn't feel quite as I wouldn't feel safe in it on the big bike though, so I just would wear my bike jacket on that, but not really on the small bike because it's just stuck in traffic earlier for about 5 minutes, and there was no way out of it. I couldn't weave around or anything, I couldn't, because being sandwiched. Yay, Mark! Yeah, restful weekend, mate. I don't blame you. Yeah, I know, Mark. You've been working hard recently, and you're coming up to your school holidays now, which is cool. And yeah, we'll definitely look forward to seeing you and doing stuff together, mate, on the holidays. I hope everybody's doing all right at your place, mate. Hope everyone's okay. Yeah, and yeah, I was just an impromptu. I thought I'd just jump on this evening, and I haven't done a live for weeks now, so yeah, I thought I'd just do it quickly. I'm gonna muck about in a minute on the computer and do some video editing and stuff. So I thought, well, I'll just jump on Yeah, it is, mate. It is too bloody hot, and personally, I don't know if it's kind of like borderline, isn't it? Like I said to Jeremy a minute ago, I said I haven't been going out much till later in the day because earlier on, I think it was about 12:30. The sprocket arrived from my monkey bike. I've put a larger rear sprocket on the front of the monkey bike just because the gearing was a bit sort of like it was geared a bit too high, so it was just well geared a bit too low. Sorry, so it's actually got a bit more pulling power now. Jeff, have we got Jeff here? Jeff, is he on? Yeah, it's much better now. Well, what it was doing, it was we put that chain and sprocket set on at your place, and I rode it a few times since then, and I thought to myself, well, going along at like 45 miles an hour, the engine was absolutely screaming. I mean, it hasn't got a rev counter on it, but yeah, the engine was screaming, and it was just like revving its head off. And I thought, well, this can't be too good for it, really, because I mean that's the standard gearing is 15 tooth on the front and 32 teeth on the rear. So I thought, well, done a bit of research, looked around on Google, and I went on a forum for these little SkyTeam bikes, and everybody was saying, yeah, you can run standard if you're just going around town and things, and not much else. But if you put the 16 teeth front sprocket on it, and then that helps it. That gives it a bit more top speed, and it helps it, and you still keep a bit of pulling power. So it's a bit of a compromise. Oh, your brake pads, mate. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you got brand new stand and mirrors. Cool. Yeah, I hope you get on all right with that, mate. Anyway, yeah, that should be quite good to do. And Jeremy, if you're watching, mate, yeah, Mark's got a Honda Super Cub, which is like the new C90, but it's 125 and it's a bit better than that. Yeah, yeah, the wall. Yeah. Don't want to run around with worn out brake pads, mate. It'll mess up your discs and it won't stop very well. So yeah, but how's your classic, Kerner? Because uh, Mark's got an old. Is it a C70? An original. I think it's got an old C70 as well. You've got it's got a nice one, that one. And yeah, do the brake pads as well. Yeah, cool. So I'm quite happy with the monkey bike. I got a brand new center stand. Oh, right, center stand. Yeah, that's something I could do with on the little DAX, really, because it's got the brackets for a center stand and all the like lugs for the springs and stuff, but it hasn't actually got the center stand on it. So I think it would have had one when it was new, but I think somebody's taken that off because they like it cool and lightweight and all, But yeah, I would like that. I would like to find one, really, but the little SkyTeam DAX or ST125 is quite rare to find side stands and things like that. You can get pretty much most things new cheaply, but they kind of be like they tend to be generic sort of like pit bike bits and pieces, and that's where I got that sprocket I saw it on eBay for, and it was only a fiver, but the chain is a 420 pitch, so it's a 420 pitch chain, and of course 16 sprocket. I mean, I think the sprocket I got was actually for a pit bike, but it was only £5 and including postage. So I thought, well, I can't sneeze at that, so I've got to have that. Yeah, no, we'll go out. We'll go out on that again, mate. That will be good. That I quite like that old C70. It's quite a nice old bike, and yeah, I've also got. I think Jeremy said you'd be able to help me at some point with it, mate. We've got the bash plate that a chap gave me for the little DAX. It's like an anodized orange under plate that bolts on underneath, and it's designed to protect the engine. So that would be quite cool. Yeah, I don't know if Jerry's gone or somebody's gone. Yeah, we've only got one in chat now, so Yeah, that was just an impromptu sort of live anyway. I didn't think many people would be around, but yeah, well that's it for the football now, isn't it? The World Cup, it's in the bin, folks. It's not good. Yeah, so we've got one person in chat now, and yeah, I didn't advertise this by the way. It's just a completely impromptu live, and I thought I'd jump on quickly and see if anyone was sniffing around while I before I did some editing. Like, yeah, sitting and you, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what it was. The England game, mate. It was the semi final, wasn't it? It was. I mean, I'm not a football fan, but I watched it. My dad was out, and I decided I was going to watch it, but just purely and simply just because I was curious to know. And I was outside at the time. I bought Charlie a raised bed. It's for outside, and it's got like a little canopy over the top of it, and that's for him to chill out in the day, and it keeps the sun off of him. Well, that arrived on the day of the afternoon of the World Cup England game. And hey, Chris Sedgman, hello mate. Hope you're okay, buddy. Yeah, hope you're doing all right. Wow, 4 people in the chat again all of a sudden. Yeah, so yeah, yeah. So while I was putting Charlie's little sun lounger thing together, uh, I was just outside with the door open. I could hear the TV, and when the England first scored, yeah, and I couldn't believe it. And I thought, oh. And the worst thing was then after that, up until half time, it was 1-0, wasn't it? England were at 1-0, and then it just the playing and the performance and the substitutions, it just went rapidly downhill after that. The second half was bad, and then Argentina scored, you know, the first time, and yeah, no, it was a bad game, and I didn't enjoy that at all. Yeah, no, but then again, no surprise really, is it? Yeah, yeah. Argentina did play dirty, mate. Yeah, but then they're in it to win it, aren't they? You know, and if they think, I mean, it would be no different if we were winning or we thought we could win, but then we would do whatever we could, to win. And yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right. It was a joke, but then again, I would say it was sadly predictable, wasn't it, for the England team? Yeah. Yeah, too many defenders. Yeah, I mean, I think there was a couple of injuries or something, wasn't there? And the manager was making substitutions, and it ended up with a load of defenders. And I think it was only old, what's his name, Jude Bellingham. I think he was the only striker left on the field, deal with him, and he did try, didn't he? But yeah, no, nasty game that. Yeah, I'd rather forget that one because I think it always seems to happen that way, doesn't it? With England, we always seem to end up losing out. Said what? England? No, England have got. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, no, Argentina. I think I've got to play. Is it France? I'm not sure. Yeah, yeah. Jobs at home, mate. Yeah, you got to sort that out, haven't you? And yeah, well, I've just been trying to sort out my head, which is great, and I'm feeling much better about everything these days, and it's great. It's I'm for the first time in a very long time. It's all about helping this. It's just adapting and helping this, which is really good. And I'm starting to think clearly, and I'm starting to feel like a person again. Anyway, so yeah. Yes, mate. I could not believe how warm it was. It was a really, really pleasant experience. Now, all day long, I've been roasting. I was out in the garden around lunchtime. I was bent down on the floor with the little Honda, little Sky Team Dax bike. I had that in bits, and I was just doing my best and putting it together. And the whole time, I didn't realise I wasn't wearing my hat, and the sun was catching me right on the back of the neck, and that's not a good thing because obviously when I woke up, when I stood up, sorry, I felt sick and queasy, and then I went indoors and got my hat, put that on, came back out and finished it off, and had a drink straight away, and then I felt a lot better. Just not an alcoholic drink, just a nice glass of like fruit juice, and yeah, it helped it. So I think keeping yourself hydrated and not exposing yourself to the sun at the strongest, hottest time of the day, I think that's really important. You never know. We might have some continental people watching or whatever, and if anybody knows anyone wants to tell us how they deal with hot weather, then yeah, that would be cool as well. But yeah, yes, ridiculously, yeah, I bet you were, mate. Yeah, I think if anyone works outside or even indoors, if you're in somewhere like a metal building or yeah, it's just going to be hot and sticky in it. But I'm certainly not moaning about this weather because I'm growing quite fond of it now, and I'm actually enjoying being out in it as well, which is quite good. And yes, 29 degrees in Falmouth today. I think it was 29 degrees, and then it dropped down to about 27, which was just nuts, absolutely great. And bus shelter seat was hot. Oh my god, I bet it was. Yeah, you probably could, Chris. Yeah, anything that's like fixed and doesn't move and in the sun, it gets bloody hot, doesn't it? And it's today is not this at the moment. It's definitely not a good idea to leave a chocolate bar on the dashboard of your car. I've done that. I bought a Mars bar from the petrol station when I went there the other day, and I thought, oh, I'll eat that in a minute. And I remember I just put it on top of the dashboard and drove to where I was going, and then I sort of like parked the car up, got out, completely forgot all about it. Well, it was this morning when I got in the car, then I had a look at the and I thought, what on earth is that? And there was this sort of like melted packet, and I picked it up, and it was just full of like molten liquid chocolate. I said, no, I'm not eating that. So yeah, frying eggs, yeah, that's not recommended, really, is it? Yeah, but definitely, I'm thinking of the dogs. They're on my mind at the moment because it really is too hot for them. And tomorrow, I've got a plan. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to get up super early, and I want to be up and sort of like ready to go by about 6:30. I'm going to take the dogs to somewhere I know, and there's a beach, and you can take the dogs there all year round because it's a dog friendly beach and there's no restrictions on dogs or anything. So I'm going to take them down there, and I'm going to let them go in the water and cool them down early in the morning. So it should be quite good. And I've got my shorts and my towel hanging on the line as well. So I might actually go in there with them. I might go in for a swim with the dogs out. Let's see what they do about that. Because I think the last time I actually went in the water with Charlie, Charlie was most distressed because I was in the water with him and he didn't think I should be in the water. So he started barking at me. It was quite weird, actually. It was like swimming around with a dog barking at you, like, it's just like, what? It's nuts. But yeah. And Star, the other dog, he's a little bit reluctant to go in the water sometimes. I don't know what, but yeah, mate. Well, I'm not renowned for being a sea swimmer, but just recently, this is the second time now within a couple of weeks that I've actually been in the sea and enjoyed it. Yeah, Porthtowan, yeah. Well, I don't know what the temperature of the seawater is on the north coast, but I mean, it down here in Falmouth, it's yeah, that's right, Chris. Yeah, no, I mean, well, when the dogs go in the car with me at the moment, I've got all the windows open, and they've got both their heads stuck out the window, one each side of the window, and they're flying their tongues in the breeze. No, but no, I wouldn't dream of leaving the dog in the car at all, mate. No, I just wouldn't do that, and I can't understand why people do that and they think it's acceptable because it isn't, you know. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't like to be locked in a flipping car with all the windows shut either. Jesus, that wouldn't be very good, would it? Yeah, awful. But yeah, my car, I've got a four-door car. I can open the front windows and the back windows, and that's what I do when we get in the car. And most of the time during the daytime, the windows are left open on it anyway because it's just literally parked right outside the house, and I'm not far away from it. And we're lucky we're in a nice area, so we don't get any idiots, and that's good. But I certainly wouldn't leave it like that at night time, though. Yeah, but I'm that's what I do with the car. I leave the windows open during the daytime, and I got a sun. I got a like a. It's made out of like tin foil, reflective, like windscreen insert. It goes on the inside of the windscreen, and it's designed to reflect the heat away from the car. So when the car's parked, or sometimes I've done it in the past. We've been sitting in the car, and I've just put that up because it's just been getting too hot inside the car. If I parked somewhere, just sitting around for a bit. Yeah, cool down slightly on Monday. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, mate. Yeah, I mean, I know the weather reports are. Well, I don't know whether to believe them most of the time. Do you? You can't trust anything they say. And yeah, we're down to two people again in chat. Yeah, so yeah, so yeah, cool. Yeah, well, I'm not sure what how much longer we'll keep going on with this because I know it's just an impromptu thing. And oh no, what's wrong with Captain Cornish? I hope he's okay. Yeah, do you know Chris or no? Blimey, that's not good, is it? I hope he gets better soon. And yeah, meant to cool down slightly on Monday. Yeah, well, Captain Cornish, if you're listening, mate, or if there's anybody out there that knows him, then just I hope you're okay, mate, and please get better, mate. Yeah, I hope there's everything you can do. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any updates from Captain Cornish or anything for a while. I know. I think he did a video last week, didn't he? I watched that one. That was yeah, that's quite good. Yeah, well, hope he's okay anyway, and yeah, it's I hate getting ill. I really do hate getting ill, folks, because it usually happens to you when you're least expecting it, and you seem to be all right. You're going along steady and whatever, and it could be anything, couldn't it? It could be something you've picked up, or it could be a flipping accident. You might have you know twisted an ankle or an arm or leg or something, and yeah, it's not good. Yeah, anything that's like a setback, in it, it's just pretty good. So but then this time of year as well, there's numerous things in it that the heat can cause all sorts of problems, and yeah. So hope whatever he is, I hope he's okay, and hope he's getting spoiled by his nice missus. I've met her a couple of times; she's lovely. But yeah, yeah. So two people in chat again, and yeah. Well, this is just a quick one anyway, folks, because I didn't know. I thought, well, probably not going to get many people jump on because obviously it's random, it's impromptu, it's 10 to 11 now, and most people are just probably having a beer or out with the mates. Or oh, Captain, are you okay, mate? Hey, buddy, hope you're okay. We Yes, mate. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, Colonel. Yeah, no worries. So yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah, you take it easy, and yeah, I hope you're okay, Captain. I think somebody said you haven't been very well, mate. I hope you're okay anyway. And yeah, I'm just a bit ill. Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah. Angry Duck, Forsaken and Freedom, the Killer Zombie, Crafty Corner with Sophie, Captain Corner. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Well, I hope you're getting better, Captain, mate. You just relax and don't feel pressure to do anything, mate. Just get yourself feeling better before you do, and yeah, no, there's like I said, there's summer stuff in it. There's all kinds of weird things that you can, sort of like happen and stuff. Yeah, okay, Kerno. Good night, mate. Yeah, good night, buddy. And I think I'm not going to be on too long. Hibernate near a river. I went in the sea today, Captain. I went for a swim, mate. This is the second time in a couple of weeks I've actually gone in the sea, and I'm not normally an advocate of going in the sea, but I got to be quite honest, mate. It was extremely refreshing. Yes, Chris, mate. You take care, buddy, and I'll say good night to you as well. Yeah, yeah. Good night, Chris, mate. Yeah, take it easy, and yeah, definitely, Captain. Yeah, this is the second time within 2 weeks I've actually been down for a swim, and tonight I took the mainstream option because the first time a couple of weeks ago I went to a place called Gabb Beach, which is on the Helford River, just the mouth of the Helford River. It's a nice beach. It's not really a beach, really, but it's because it's lots of like stony beaches. It's very serpentine stones, and to my displeasure, I found out that I didn't have any beach shoes or anything that first time I went there, and that is the first time for a long time I've been in the sea, and the serpentine stones, all the loose stones on the beach, barefoot, mate. Those stones were like walking on hot coals. Oh my god, they hurt like hell. And was wearing my army boots, and luckily I might have took my socks off and I was ready to go in the water, but I had to put my army boots on and half off my feet and walk awkwardly down to the water's edge. And then I took the boots off, and when I went to get my feet wet, I stood in the water and left my boots sort of like on the tide line. And went in, and it was glorious, mate. It was absolutely lovely. And I sort of eased myself in gently because everybody tells you about cold shock, don't they? You go in up to your knees and you think, ooh, this is chilly. And then all of a sudden, some people just throw themselves in. But then when you get full immersion in that water, it can be a bit of a shock, and it can take the breath out of your lungs, can it? But oh, right, yeah, yeah, nice place, yeah. I don't know anything about that fire, Captain. Yeah, it's a nice place, but Gabb Beach is a nice place, and the good news is as well that Gabb Beach is a dog friendly beach, so you can take your dogs down there any time of the day for a swim. Because the dogs like going in the water, but a lot of beaches now, it's like there's restrictions on dog in there. Most of them, like Gillenvays and other beaches, are banned. Dogs are banned through certain times of the year, and you can't take your dogs on the beach. And yeah, it's all rubbish, isn't it? Really, I mean, that never used to be the case when I was a kid. It didn't matter. You could take your dog to the beach with you. You could go and swim all day. You could spend the day, with the dogs on the beach. But no, now it's all different. Yeah. Yeah, I hope that fire didn't cause too much damage, Captain. Hope everything's okay with that anyway. But it doesn't surprise me, mate. There's just these bloody fires are just popping up everywhere, aren't they? And especially down on the Lizard as well. There's like Pridanic and all down that way. It's just loads of gorse and wild heather and long grass. It's all brown now because of the sun, and yeah, it's pretty can get pretty scary down there. I remember something very, very scary that one I think it was one of my friends told me about it. Well, I'm going back now, it's got to be about 20 years now. We had a hot summer like we've had now, and the road from Helston down to I think it was down towards, it was either towards the Lizard or it was towards Goonhilly, one of the two, and I can't remember exactly where it was. But he said he was in his car driving along, and all of a sudden, on either side of him, there was like wild wilderness, like heathland. And he said all of a sudden the road started getting hard to see because there was smoke from a fire. I didn't know, no idea where it was coming from. The smoke was literally filling up the road and stopping people from seeing where you're going. And he said it was literally dangerous because you had people driving up to about 50 miles an hour, and all of a sudden all the traffic slowed. And he said it was scary thing was, he said he started slowing the car down, and he was still doing a bit of speed, but there was a car that had almost stopped right in front of him, and it was hidden by the smoke, and it suddenly appeared. So that must have been a bit of a panic. And yeah, well, he said they had a bit of a problem because they couldn't go that further ahead, and they stopped the car because the whole road was just like, either side of the road there was just high flames, really high flames. The heathland was on fire basically, and the road was quite narrow, so there wasn't an awful lot of room to turn the car around. But he did manage it, because I think he said down there somewhere there's like a little pull-in, which is like, you can just stop. So thankfully for him, he managed to turn the car around and started heading back towards Helston. And then when he got almost to sort of like, I think he said it may have been sort of like Mullion area maybe, or I can't remember, but then he's saying again exactly the same thing happened going back the other way. Yeah. So he was going towards sort of like Goonhilly or Lizard, and the smoke filled up the road. He turned the car around and then started going back towards Helston, and the same thing happened. And I think he said it was like the fire had spread whilst they were driving towards the Lizard. The fire had spread, and the hedge either side of them had ignited, and he said it was very, very worrying at the time. And I think he said at one point he was on the verge of just leaving his car and getting out running, basically running for it. But I don't think that would have been a good idea. And very luckily for him, then they managed to get away with it all, which is great. And I think there was 3 or 4 cars around him. I remember him saying now there were 3 or 4 cars around him. Then they all managed to escape, which is fantastic. But I think the scary bit is probably there was probably other cars further ahead, or maybe coming back into it, that they were sort of like yet to encounter it. But he did say that they could hear fire sirens, when they did actually get the other side of the fire safely back towards Helston. I think he actually did remember seeing fire engines come rocketing in the other direction, which is good, but milk vending machine, that's good. Milk. Well, yeah, milkshakes, mate. Yeah, that's good. Well, I quite like iced coffee. I don't know if anybody's tried iced coffee, but it's basically like you can get all kinds of like iced coffee. You can get latte, cappuccino, and it is exactly what it says. It's cold coffee with a nice bit of milk, and it's chilled. And I think you can go to like coffee places and stuff. You can get like iced coffee where they make it in like a clear plastic beaker, and it's got ice in the bottom of it and all kinds of vanilla things and flavoring and all. Very nice. Yeah, vending machine with milkshakes, that sounds good. Yeah, hopefully it's kept out of the sun. Yeah, but yeah, no, it's quite, these fires and all quite worrying, aren't they? Yeah, good drink. Yeah. So well, I hope you're feeling better. Well, 5 people in chat now. Who have we got here? So, well, 5 people in chat. Yeah. Say hello, the 5 people. We've got Kerno's gone to bed. Chris has gone off. Chris Sedgman's gone off to go. He's cool. Signed off for the evening. Yeah, loads of bloody fires lately, innit? And then, I mean, I don't know what you think, Captain Mate, but I think a lot of, you can't say it's all of these wildfires and stuff, but I've just got a very suspicious mind, and I can't help thinking how many of these are actually naturally caused, or against how many of them are actually like started by idiots, if you know what I mean. Maybe that's intentionally or unintentionally, but either way, it's worrying, isn't it? Now, I mean, this time of year as well, and now, thankfully, everybody still seems to have enough water at the moment, which is a good thing anyway. Yeah. Building next to old Wolfie, mate. Is it Wolf or? Oh God, yeah, that doesn't sound good, mate. Yeah, well, maybe I didn't quite understand what you meant there, mate. Old building next to old. Yeah, maybe you can type that again, Captain. I didn't quite understand that. I know that you said there was a fire, but I wasn't sure what you meant there. Yeah, but yeah, no, that's never good, is it? Oh God, really, mate? How? Bloody hell! Was there anyone in it, or was it just disused, or what, mate? That's yeah, that's pretty bad. That is, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Crikey, yeah, that's not good, mate. Yeah, especially when it's in a populated area, and it's just really not good. And yeah, I've always been very concerned about fires and things like that. It's just nasty stuff, isn't it? Pigeons. Oh, right. So was it derelict then? Was it Captain, mate? Was it all closed down? Yeah, bloody hell. Well, it's not even nice for the pigeons, is it? But then you got to think about the firemen. They're probably just in the fire station eating their dinner, weren't they? They were probably just thinking about just chilling out for the evening and just hoping it was going to be a non-busy evening. And all of a sudden, they've got to go off and do that, and they flipping nuts. Yeah, but oh, it's up for auction. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm guessing it probably won't. It's going to be damage now, isn't it? It's going to put. Was it serious damage? Was it, or was it just put out quickly? I don't know, mate. Yeah, yeah. Well, I hope it wasn't too badly damaged. Anyway, I hope it didn't affect any other neighbouring properties either. Yeah, it will be quite good. Yeah, I think I may know where you mean now, Captain, because I did go up to St Austell when I was younger. I did go up there a lot when I was younger, for various reasons, and I used to go up to Nanpian and watch. There used to be a speedway stadium up Nanpian. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but it was in one of the clay pits. And speedway is a certain type of motorcycle racing, and it usually involves a large oval circuit. And it's just basically an oval circuit. And speedway bikes are very different to bikes you get on the road. They've literally got, I think it's either a fixed gear ratio. So they literally start them, you run along with them and start them, and then the bikes just literally have one gear. I think there's no brakes on a speedway bike, and I think they wear a special boot on special boot on their left foot with like a steel sole on the boot, because when they go around the corner they only go in one direction around the track, so the bike only leans over one way, and on the back of the bike you've got like this bracket with a disc, an angled disc that like cuts into the ground to give them more grip. And some of the speedway bikes go absolutely banzai fast, and it's always a bit of a scary thing to watch, because if you're amongst a group of riders and all of a sudden somebody comes off, then it can be brutal, because you're going to wonder, are they going to be able to stop in time to avoid the accident or not. Yeah, but it used to be quite a thrilling racing thing. I was in the very sort of like mid-90s, and I used to go up there and watch that once a week. And it used to be, I think the speedway team used to be called the St Austell Gulls. St Austell Gulls, and that used to be the speedway team up there. But I think they did away with that a very long time ago, unfortunately. And yeah, big left-hander in town. Yeah, speedway, mate. Yeah, I mean, I think it's still popular. If you go up to like places like Kent and Sussex and places up there like that, I mean, speedway doesn't really get a lot of press anymore. You don't really see much of it on the telly, or you don't really see much of it going on at all. Whether it still happens or not, I don't know. Yeah, that's right, mate. Yeah, very similar to that, but we're talking about a big dirt oval track here. And one of the things about being in that clay quarry, in that clay pit up at Nanpian years ago, was the dust. Oh my god! Well, everybody used to park outside it. You'd have to walk about a quarter of a mile from where you parked to get right into the clay pit. And when you got into the clay pit, there was like the track went around the edge, but there was a barrier. There was like a cordoned off area where the public could stand there and watch. And if it had been raining for a couple of days before the race, you would be fine because obviously everything would be dampened down, and you would always get a bit of dust, but it was muck, man. It used to get plastered all over everybody standing by watching. But if it was a really, really dry day, hot summer or whatever, or dry, and there was speedway racing up there, mate, the dust in that clay pit, you would not believe, mate. And when you walk back to your car, everybody will be covered in china clay like snowmen, you know what I mean? And you get back to your car or your motorbike, and in my case, it was the motorbike. And if I was going to go up to and watch the speedway racing, then I wouldn't clean the bike because you go back and you could literally write your name in the seat and then across the top of the petrol tank with the thick dust on it. Yeah, Well, I do like Wall of Death. Wall of Death is good. I think I actually did do a video of the Wall of Death on my channel. If anybody wants to watch it, there's a video of the Wall of Death on my channel, and that was quite a while ago at a vintage rally. But it is a good, brilliant, the guts that you need to be able to do that. I certainly wouldn't like to do that, not in the World Wall of Death. No, I mean, I've been riding bikes for years, but I'm not that brave. Yeah, because but their bikes they use are classic, aren't they? I don't think they have brakes either. They just literally, they have gears, so they wind it up, and they get on the bike, and they just go faster and faster and faster until they're literally horizontal. Yeah, balls of steel, Captain, definitely. Yeah, but they're literally going horizontal around the flipping drum. It's like being in, must be like riding a bike inside a spin dryer, like, yeah, flipping hell, yeah. But there was a TV program I used to watch many years ago, and that was like there was a TV presenter, and he went to these like people that were doing like Wall of Death people, and his challenge for this on this TV program, it was like they taught him how to ride a motorbike first of all, because he'd never even ridden a motorbike in his life, so that must have been an absolutely impossible task for him. But he did well with that, so he could ride a motorbike, and they were letting him ride it around the field and stuff like that and get to grips with it. And then they got him inside the Wall of Death, and his first couple of laps was amazing. He did really, really well. He was literally riding this motorbike flat out. Bearing in mind, I think it was like the day before. This guy had never ridden a motorbike in his whole life, but all of a sudden now he's riding a motorbike, and he's riding it inside the Wall of Death. But I think he ended up enjoying it quite a lot, and they had to actually stop him and get him off before he hurt himself. Yeah, that's definitely balls of steel, isn't it? Yeah, but no, I couldn't do that myself though. I think I'd just go dizzy. That's the worst thing, isn't it? How the hell do you know? How do you keep yourself from going completely twisty vision and losing your balance and crashing horribly and dying? Like, that's not really a good thing. Yeah. So right. Well, anyway, folks, it's getting a bit late, isn't it? So I think, so Cornish, mate, hope you get better. Captain Cornish, hope you get better, mate. Hope you have a nice, relaxing day tomorrow. And don't spend too much time in the sun, or maybe go and find just like a cool pool of water you can just put your feet in or something, Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was a hell of a way, innit? But I think I can't remember, that was a long time ago. But that TV presenter, he did really, really well. I think yeah, definitely, mate. Well, anyway, everybody, you're 3 people in chat. I shall see you all soon, anyway, and hope everybody has a super weekend. And hope you all have a nice, relaxing time. And don't spend too long in the sun, and make sure you drink plenty of water, folks. So good night then. That was good night for me anyway. Cheers. See you later.